Right, well it was coming up quite badly on the detector, and it's a pretty amazing find. I'll take it into the light here. You can see 3 letters and a crown there, and I don't know exactly what this is like, but it says OLV and it has a crown on top, and I'm guessing it's a military button, like, I'm fairly sure of it, and it looks sort of mid to late 1800s sort of style. So I'll research that whenever I get home and I'll see what it is, but that looks pretty cool, like, OLV and then a crown. On to the next one. Right, I was getting a solid 53 here, and I think I've got a wee tag, Joe F, whoever that was. Anything on the back? I don't think so. But I wonder who Joe F was. It looks as though there was another piece of it, so it could have been like Joe Fagan or something like that. Hard to tell. I'll try and find the other piece of it, and if I do, I'll be back. Right, I'm getting a lovely signal here. Solid 24. That could be a hammy, and it could also be gold, but chances are it's a piece of rubbish. So, I hope for the best, and I'll dig it now. Right, well, I've got that solid 24 signal up here, and it's in the mud here, and I'm fairly sure it's rubbish. Yep, just a big bit of tinfoil and a worm. On to the next one. Right, I'm getting a lovely signal here, and I reckon it'll be my last for today, because it's getting a wee bit dark, and I'll continue on with this video tomorrow. But as you can see, mid to high 80s, that could be a silver coin, so I'll dig it up and get back to you. Right, well, I've got it out here and I can see it. Whether I can get it out, it's a bit of rubbish. Stinks of slurry around here, and they haven't been spreading slurry around, so I'm not sure. Anyway, that's probably my last hold, I'd say. On to the next one. Right, I'm back out again today, and the soil is rock hard, like, and I was getting a faint 80 signal, and I dug a very deep hole, and I can see it here. First hole of the day too, and I've got a coin. It's probably just a 2p, I'd say. Give it a rub on my trousers. Yeah, 2p. On to the next one. Right, I was getting a lovely low 70 signal here, and I think I know what it is just by the signal and the shape of it, but well, actually I haven't got it out. That's, oh yeah, I thought it was gonna be just that wee piece of like rubber there. I thought that was a George III halfpenny, but that there's interesting too. Top of an oil can. I got one just the same as this in this sort of area, so someone must have been dumping the rubbish or something. Well, that's a nice find. On to the next one. Right, I was getting a good mid-tone here, and I only really turned on the camera to show you something. You can see the grass there, it's very dark, and around where my hole is. And you can see the grass there, it's very green. So the main reason why I'm detecting here is just to see if there's something special about this soil here. Because it could mean there was a house here, or like there could have been a dump here or something. So I've got a signal here, and we'll see what it is together. Right, it's in there. It's in here. It's still in here. Can I see in? I'll break it in half again. And again. It's still in there. And I can see it there. It's a piece of rubbish. Yep, just a pull tab. On to the next one. Right, I was getting a low 20 signal. Took out the plug and I went down to an iron signal. And I can see it here. And it looks laid, definitely. And I think that's a wee pistol ball. It's definitely what was making it beep. Yeah, so that would have been fired out of a wee pistol, probably. So, that's a very good find. That's the smallest one I've ever gotten to. On to the next one. Right, I was getting a beautiful 6970 sort of signal. Lovely tone behind it. And I can see the edge of something here. Where is it? It's right there. You can see it. So, oh, it's out. I think that's a coin. Can't really see much on it. I'll get out my spray bottle very quickly. And I'll give it a wee quick clean. Oh, is that a head on there? Oh, yeah, it's a hibernia. Lovely. I might even be able to get a proper date off that. Look at that. Look at that. You can see the harp and everything. Beautiful. Now I'll set it on my glove and I'll clean the other side. Come on, work. There we go. It's cleaning up rightly. I'll get it, my other glove, and we'll give that away. Who is on that side? That appears to be George the George the Second, maybe. Not too sure. But that side's brilliant. Look at that. You can see the harp and everything. I'll be back when I get something as good as that. Right, I'm in a very muddy area and I've got two horseshoes in this area. But I've got a circular object here. And it looks like a coin. And if it's old, it'll have some great details. So I'll try and crack this bit off. I'll set the phone down here. Right, I'm gonna crack it off here. I needed 2 hands to do this. Right. I can't see anything at the moment. I'll get out my spray. Why isn't it working? I'm just kind of rubbing the mud around, which isn't really helping. There we go. It's cleaning up nicely now. Can't really tell. I'd say it's probably a George III. If I get that cleaned up and can see anything, I'll get back to you. Right, I got that coin cleaned up here, and I'm pretty sure it's a really, really worn Victoria bunhead. Because if you turn it the right way, the back of her head is there. You can see the back of her neck in that wee line. So it's an alright find, like. It's just interesting how worn it is, like. That's worn smooth. Look how thin it is. But sure, on to the next one. Right, I was getting a lovely high 80 signal, and I can see it here. It's copper. It's a very big coin. It almost looks like a Georgian penny. If it was a cartwheel penny, which it's probably not, like, that would be a bucket lister find, like, for me. But I'll get out my spray now and I'll give it a quick. Nothing much is coming up on that, but definitely looks like a George III. So I'll get it cleaned up, and if there's anything else on it, I'll get back to you. Right, I've got that cleaned up, and it's actually a really good find. You can see there's a harp in the middle there. So that means it's a hibernia, but it's also a George III hibernia. But just the sheer size of it tells me that that's a hibernia penny, and I've only really found half pennies. So to find a full hibernia penny, that's a first for me. So I'm very happy with that. On to the next one. Right, I'm beside this here big hedge, and I was getting a lovely 30 signal, around 35. And I can see it here, and I know what it is. Look at that. That's a lovely pocket knife. One of the sides of the wood is missing. But, like, you could just display that side, and it'll look perfect. There's a wee bit of rust there, like, but that's a brilliant find. On to the next one. Right, well, I think this will be my last hole, and I was getting a faint low 70s, and I can see it here. Yep, just as I expected. A lovely big musket ball. In fact, that's still got the sprue on it, I think. There. That's where it was cast. The molten metal went in there through the hole in the top of the mould, and then obviously it left a wee bit of metal on the end, so they cut that off, but it still left a wee bit of metal on it, so that shows that that's a fairly old one. Anyway, I think, like I said, that'll be my last hole, so I'll have a wrap up at the end.